Hello, this is Peter Gino speaking. The last time when we have met, we were talking about the three laws. But we didn't tell where the three laws came from. So this time we give some suggestions. When the universe started, there was just the source, and the source was nothing. And then came the Big Bang. Everything exploded and the universe came into existence. And we know that if we are mathematics, that the zero, like the nothing, can be written as -1 and +1. So we could also say that we have a universe of a matter, it's +1, and a universe of antimatter, it's -1. So, and the law of attraction belongs to this -1 universe. The law of repulsion belongs to the +1 universe. -1 has less and +1 has much. And in between, the zero is expressed by the law of moderation. The law of attraction is working in homeopathy as a law of similarity. The law of repulsion is more or less working in school medicine when you try to kill bacteria or you rip off the liver. That's the law of contrast or repulsion working. The law of moderation is balancing things out. So here we have homeopathy, there we have school medicine, and in between most of the time the Gino method. Let's play a little bit with these laws in form of mathematics, healing mathematics. First we look on homeopathy, then we look on school medicine, and we try to figure out how this works. Homeopathy is expressed by the -1 word, and if we treat -1 in homeopathy, we treat it with the same. So -1 is treated by -1. If we add this, then -1 minus 1 is -2. That makes not really a sense. If we take the product of -1 and -1, then we get a +1. When we look at school medicine and we have +1 disease, then we should treat it with -1. And if we take +1 and -1 again, then we get 0. If we have +1 and we multiply it with -1, then we get -1. So we see that most of the time the effect of the therapy changes sides. So when you start as homeopathy, then you come suddenly to the place where school medicine is working. And if we're working with school medicine, suddenly you bring the disease into the unknown and you belong to the phase of homeopathy. In homeopathy, when you try to treat chronic diseases, there is a very important theory. Hahnemann mentioned it's the Psora theory, and it has to do with the skin. He observed that when you have skin disease and you treat it with ointment and the skin disease vanishes, then it gets into the deeper level of the physical body and you get different diseases like asthma or things like this. So when you treat this unknown thing with homeopathy, then it comes back to the surface and it shows itself on the skin. and we have a -1 disease. We don't know what exactly the disease is, and we treat it with homeopathy. Then it comes to the surface, and when you are at the surface, the law changes because the surface has the job to repulse things so that outer environments cannot get into the body. And if we have a -1 in the inner part of the body and a +1 on the outer part, then it interacts with each other and it gets to 0. When we have school medicine and we have a disease that we see, a +1 disease, and we can see the source of this disease and put this disease away, then then the result is a 0 again. So if you really know the reason why a disease is there and you put it away, then school medicine works perfect. But if you don't know the source, the reason why the disease is there, and if you treat with school medicine theory, then you suppress the disease and it goes to the sphere where you don't know the source anymore. And then you have to treat homeopathically. So that's, for the moment, all I want to say. Thank you for listening. Bye.